ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मविद्या सम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। ॐ नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ॐ विदिताखिलशास्त्रसुधाजलधे महितोपनिषत्कथितार्थनिधे हृदये कलये विमलं चरणं भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणं। समस्तब्रह्मविद्या आचार्येभ्यो नमः। ऋषिभ्यो नमः, मुनिभ्यो नमः, गुरुभ्यो नमः, देवताभ्यो नमः, परब्रह्मणे नमः, श्रुतिमात्रे नमः, श्रीवेदव्यासमहर्षये नमः, वैशम्पायन महर्षये नमः, याज्ञवल्क्यमहर्षये नमः, आद्यशङ्करमहर्षये नमः, अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। In the chanting today, we will have to do the second Dvitiyam Brahmanandavalli's beginning. So, with devotion like every day, with the mind brought there, with all the loving, liking heart, keep chanting without spelling mistakes, with all the swara marks, try to follow them as they are given. Itself a great respect, regard we are extending to Shruti Mata. This itself is a great tapasya. And certainly, these Veda mantras being the expression of Paramatma himself, the chanting of them itself slowly will reveal the meaning of them to us. With that faith, let us chant. Om Atha Taittiriya Upanishada Parayinam Dvitiya Brahmanandavalli. Om Sahana Vavado Sahano Bhunakto Sahaviryam Karavavahai तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ ब्रह्मविदाप्नोति परं तदेशाभ्युक्ता सत्यं ज्ञानमनन्तं ब्रह्म यो वेदनिहितं गुहायां परमे व्योमन् सोऽश्नुते सर्वान् कामान् सह ब्रह्मणा विपश्चिते ते तस्माद्वा एतस्मादात्मन आकाश सम्भूतः आकाशाद्वायोः वायोरग्निः अग्निरावः अद्भ्यः पृथिवी पृथिव्या ओषधयः ओषधीभ्योऽन्नम् अन्नात् पुरुषः स वा एष पुरुषोऽन्नरसमयः तस्येदमेव शिरः अयं दक्षिणः पक्षः अयमुत्तरः पक्षः अयमात्मा इदं पुच्छं प्रतिष्ठा तदप्येष श्लोको भवति अन्नाद्वै प्रजाः प्रजायन्ते याः काश्च पृथिवीगश्रिताः अथो अन्नेनैव जीवन्ति अथैनदभियन्त्यन्ततः अन्नगं हि भूतानां ज्येष्ठम् तस्मात् सर्वौषधमुच्यते सर्वं वै तेन्नमाप्नुवन्ति येन्नं ब्रह्मोपासते अन्नगं हि भूतानां ज्येष्ठम् तस्मात् सर्वौषधमुच्यते अन्नाद् भूतानि जायन्ते जातान्यन्नेन वर्धन्ते अद्यतेत्ति च भूतानि तस्मादन्नं तदुच्यत इति तस्माद्वा एतस्मादन्नरसमयात् अन्योन्तर आत्मा प्राणमयः तेनैष पूर्णः स वा एष पुरुषविद एव तस्य पुरुषविदताम् अन्वयं पुरुषविदः तस्य प्राण एव शिरः व्यानो दक्षिणः पक्षः अपान उत्तरः पक्षः आकाश आत्मा पृथिवी पुच्छं प्रतिष्ठा तदप्येष श्लोको भवते प्राणं देवा अनुप्राणन्ते मनुष्याः पशवश्च ये प्राणो हि भूतानामायुः तस्मात् सर्वायुषमुच्यते सर्वमेव त आयुर्यन्ति ये प्राणं ब्रह्मोपासते प्राणो हि भूतानामायुः तस्मात् सर्वायुषमुच्यत इति तस्यैष एव शारीर आत्मा यः पूर्वस्य तस्मात् वा एतस्मात् प्राणमयात् अन्योन्तर आत्मा मनोमयः तेनैष पूर्णः स वा एष पुरुषविद एव तस्य पुरुषविदताम् अन्वयं पुरुषविदः तस्य यजुरेव शिरः ऋग्दक्षिणः पक्षः सामोत्तरः पक्षः आदेश आत्मा अथर्वाङ्गिरस पुच्छं प्रतिष्ठा तदप्येष श्लोको भवते ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ अथ श्रीकृष्णयजुर्वेदान्तर्गत तैत्तिरीय आरण्यकान्तर्गत तैत्तिरीय शाखान्तर्गत तैत्तिरीय उपनिषद ॐ यस्माज्जातं जगत्सर्वं यस्मिन्नेव प्रलीयते येनेदन्धार्यते चैव तस्मै ज्ञानात्मने नमः यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान्नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहं तैत्तिरीयकसारस्य मयाचार्यप्रसादतः विस्पष्टार्थरुचीनां हि व्याख्येयं सम्प्रणीयते ॐ अथ प्रथमा शिक्षा वल्ली प्रथमोऽनुवाकः शान्तिमन्त्रः ॐ शन्नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतो तद्वक्तारमवतो अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ अथ अष्टमोऽनुभागः प्रणवोपासनमन्त्राः ॐ ओमिति ब्रह्म ओमितीदगुं सर्वम् ओमित्येतदनुकृतिः स्म वा अप्योश्रावयेत्याश्रावयन्ति ओमिति सामानि गायन्ते ॐ शोमिति शस्त्राणि शगुंसन्ते ओमित्यध्वर्यो प्रतिघरं प्रतिगृणाते ओमिति ब्रह्माप्नसौते ओमित्यग्निहोत्रमनुजानाते ओमिति ब्राह्मण प्रवक्ष्यन्नाः ब्रह्मोपाप्नवानेते ब्रह्मैवोपाप्नोति ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरि ओम. Salutations to entire Rishi Muni Guru Devata Parampara, to the Brahma Tattva, to the Shruti Mata, to Shri Bhagavan Vedavyasa Vaishambhayana Yagnavalkya Adya Shankara and all our Guru Parampara. Using the intellect is first upasana. Through the use of the intellect, what is useful for us. Knowing is second upasana. Having known what is better for us, trying ourselves to fully, thoroughly understand it, try to practice it, try to be very close with it is called as upasana. So, when we use our intellect, we will know what is useful for us, what is required for us, what is to be done by us, what is to be achieved by us when we use intellect. Then, when we use intellect, what is that we know is a study of the Shastra because they give us Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, Purushartha. Therefore, coming to study the Shastra is the first use of intellect, therefore, first Upasana. Now, in that Shastra, we have taken up the Taittiriya Upanishad study. So, what is our Upasana now? Taittiriya Upanishad study. Then, through the study of Taittiriya Upanishad, at every bhaga or at every anuvaka level, whatever is again given, using intellect and understanding it and knowing its greatness and utility, and knowing it how to practice it, doing the practice. This is called as Upasana. Means what? Always seated near something noble as the goal and trying to sit near the practice to reach to that goal. That sitting near to the means which takes us to the great goal is called as Upasana. Everything else is kept away. Are we becoming Upasaka in our life or not? We have to see. Upasamipe sthiti, sitting nearby. Upasana. So, therefore, we are doing the Taittiriya Upanishad study Upasana. Then, Taittiriya Upanishad understanding Upasana. Then, Taittiriya Upanishad practice Upasana leads to the Anubhuti of what the Taittiriya Upanishad is promising to us at every Anuvaka level as the Falashruti. The final upasana is sitting the near Parabrahma, and there the anubhuti is we discover ourselves to Parabrahma, that itself is the anubhuti and moksha. But at this level, every topic that is discussed, come and listen first upasana. Try to understand second upasana. Try to practice third upasana. Practice till the experience comes is fourth upasana. Always in that is called upasana. When we are away from it, we are missing the upasana. Then we are apasana. We are going away from this practice. Then we will miss the track. We will not get the benefit of it. We are misguided by somewhere else. Then we will be bound there. This we must very clearly know. Then, yesterday we summarized the Siksha Valli Upasana. Then, just before going into the ninth Anuvaka, just 10 minutes we spend for what is the lessons we have learned so far. Did we do the Upasana of Taittiriya Upanishad at least up to the intellectual understanding level? Then the Upasana of loving, devoted, dedicated, committed practice. Okay. After Shiksha Dhyaya, we were taught about Samhita Sandhi Upanishad. That Samhita Sandhi Upanishad class, attending is Upasana, listening is Upasana, understanding is Upasana, practice is Upasana. What is told in that Samhita Upanishad Upasana is the relation between the things that are in the world, which are coming together to create something. Practically, what is happening, and the common thread, which is doing all these happen with all its intelligence and power. So, an intelligence, a power behind, is expressing through these individual things that are there in a way manner that they are coming together to bring something out. Like the K plus E becoming key or K plus A becoming ko. This is called as Sandhi rule. Okay, the Sandhi, the Sandhanam. Some rule is bringing them together as Sandhanam, and that Sandhi is happening because of Sandhanam, and in that Sandhi, some outcoming is coming. In that way, vividly, crystal clearly understanding the effect, vividly, crystal clearly understanding the causes which caused the effect, then having faith of the presence of something beyond even these causes, which are in multiple number, one common cause which through these many causes expressing to bring out the effect. This is called as Sandhi Upasana. Means using one grammar rule of Sandhis, okay, in the entire world, we are visualizing what exactly happening. That is Upas. In that, what is our role? We do that much. So the five adhikaranas are given to us as an experiment to do the Sandhi Upasana. In that, the four ingredients are the Purva Rupam, the Uttara Rupam, the Sandhi, the goal, the Sandhanam, the place where their goal is coming out when the Purva and Uttara Rupa are coming together. Observe it. Everywhere observe it. Then what happens? Intellect becomes sharp enough, subtle enough to know what exactly happening. When what exactly happening is known, we don't try to manipulate the things. And the one who knows what exactly happening later on will be qualified to know exactly what is there, called as Paramatma. जो है सिर्फ परमात्मा ही, उस जो है सिर्फ परमात्मा ही जानने के, टू नो दैट as a preparation and qualification, we are trained to see what exactly is happening. To know what is the being is Parabrahma alone. For achieving that ability, as a preparation, we are taught to know exactly what is happening and what is your role, and only do that much. So, in the five adhikaranas, the first two are the worldly, the three are related to us. Worldly means adi bhautika adhikaranas, you can say. The three are adhyatmika adhikaranas. In the adi bhautika adhikarana, after seeing what exactly is happening, our role is only to accept it and respect and revere all the three things: the happenings, the ingredients which are involved in the happening of the things, and the Mahatattva who is functioning through them for that to happen. This is called as the Adi Bhautika Adhikarana Upasana. In the Adhyatmika Adhikarana Upasana, knowing what exactly is happening, and in that, what is our role for that to happen properly, what we have to do. Do that is called Upasana. So, out of the five, the Adhiloka Adhikarana, Adhijyautisha Adhikarana. So, Prithvi Purva Rupam, Dyaur Uttara Rupam, Akasha Sandhihi, Prithvi Purva Rupam, Dyaur Uttara Rupam, then Akasha Sandhihi, Vayu Sandhanam, Ityadi Lokam. No? Again, then Athadi Jyotisham, Agni Pura Rupam, Aditya Uttara Rupam, Apasandhihi, Vaidyuta Sandhanam. Pura Rupa, Uttara Rupa, Sandhi Sandhana. Observe it, accept it. The great phenomena that is happening in the universe, guided by an infinite power behind. Always being aware of that is called as the Upasana of the Sandhi or Samhita. And what it is leading to? It is leading to accepting ourselves to be a mere witness or onlooker. We are not doing anything there. Therefore, we do not feel very proud or arrogant that we are great. And also, our lives are sustained because of this loka as well as jyoti, which are managed by that Mahat Brahma for our sustenance. Therefore, we are indebted to the Mahat Brahma We are indebted to the Adijyotisha Sandhi, and we are indebted to the Adilauka Sandhi, because if the Adilauka Sandhi Sandhanam is not there, we have no place to stay. If the Adijyotisha Sandhi Sandhanam is not there, our faculties will not function. Faculties are functioning because of the Adhisthana Devatas. The Adhisthana Devatas are called as Adijyotisha Rupams there. ये दोनों नहीं, रहने की जगह नहीं है, और द फैकल्टीज को एम्पावर करने वाले देवता नहीं है, तो neither we stay nor we can experience anything. That type of humbleness should be the outcome of observing of these Adiloka, Adijyotisha, Sandhi Sandhana, Samhita, which is happening. Of that, when we have observed, it has become the Upasana. So, to the next three Adhyatmika, Sandhi, Samhita, which is happening, of that we have to do the Upasana. The three Adhyatma Adhikaranams are the locus or the examples that are. What are they? Adhividya, Adhipraja, Adhyatma. So, in that Adilokam, Adijyotisham, Adhividyam, Adhiprajam, Adhyatmam, in the Adhividya, we have seen who is Purva Rupam, Acharya, Uttara Rupam, Antevasi, Sandhi, Vidya, Sandhanam, Pravachanam. Then respect all those four. Main thing is what? Vidya. Without Vidya, in Avidya, we only suffer. We have to get the Vidya. Who is the Pura Rupa? The Acharya. The Acharya को मुख्य स्थान हमेशा देना जिंदगी में. Antevasa Uttara Rupam, you have to give yourself the importance as a student with all the disciplines of a disciple or student. Then the interaction between them is through Pravachanam. In that, what he speaks, we listen and understand. If there is doubt, you ask, get clarified. Through that, the Sandhi called Vidya should transfer from the Acharya to us. Practicing this is called as the Adhividya Samhita Upasana. Sticking to that. This is how throughout life surrender to the Acharya and go on gaining the Vidyas which are required. Avaravidya as well as Paravidya. And observe it in the world. Wherever in this way Acharya and Antevasi are coming together with that Pravachanam Sandhanam, the Sandhi called as the Vidya is being transferred. Then that society where the Vidya is transferred from the Guru to the disciple, and Guru has disciple and gained it and used that Vidya, the society got benefited. Disciple got benefited. And the next generation, and the next generation. This tradition which is going on, respecting that is called as Adhividya, Adhikarana Yukta, Samhita, Upanishads, Upasana. So to Adhiprajam, the Praja Vala, ye Samhita, Upanishads, Upasana. Where the children have to be born means the next generation should continue. That is a rule, that is an order. Every species has to create its own next species, next generation before it dies. That's how the whole world has to continue. That is why that procreating desires and all, so strongly the Lord has put in all jivas. Very strong. That's how the generation continue. The creation goes on, continue. As long as He wills. That system He has introduced, created and introduced to that. And it goes on working. So, who is a Purva Rupam? Mata. Uttara Rupam, Pita Uttara Rupam. Sandhi, what is the purpose? Praja. Sandhanam is Prajananagam. Coming together. Respect that one. This is called as Adhipraja Upasana. Last one is Adi Atma Upasana. The Adarahanu Purva, Uttarahanu Uttara Rupam, then Vak Sandhi, Jihva Sandhana. Let the Sandhi is Vak, where we are able to communicate what we have in our heart to the people around with all the softness, sweetness, tenderness, purpose. Then what is the Sandhanam? Jihva Sandhanam. It's a very interesting thing if it is said in English. The Sandhanam is Jihva, therefore don't allow the tongue to slip. Don't allow the tongue to slip, because of which the sandhi called as vak comes out in such a negative way to create gap between you, the speaker, and the other person, the listener. By the way, in this way, Vak Sandhi, let there be a beautiful medium of communication bringing two hearts together so perfectly that those hearts come together in a synergy to enjoy their individual lives together, as well as they're serving the totality. That power is there in the Sandhi if it is brought through the Vak, when the Jihva Sandhanam is rightly utilized. And you have to have the Adharahanu, Uttarahanu properly protected. Now, this is how intellectually understanding and trying to practice that for a long time is called as the Samhita Upanishads Upasana. That's what I said. Upasana means what is highly beneficial, knowing it, doing it, abiding in it. Highly beneficial is study of Upanishad, practicing what is said in Upanishad, and getting all the moksha purushartha. We selected Taittiriya. Now we are doing the Upasana of the Taittiriya Upanishad, where we are taught by the Gurus, that is listening called as Upasana, understanding what is said is another Upasana, implementing, practicing what is said is Upasana, establishing in that practice undoubtedly is Upasana, enjoying it Upasana. Like I want to reach to my office on time independently. That's possible with car. I have money. So the first Upasana is understood that the car is required to reach to office on time without hassles. Second Upasana, go buy it from showroom. Third Upasana, take a month's time, learn thoroughly the driving in a driving school, an authorized driving school. Fourth Upasana, then start using your own car, your own drive for small little trips in the beginning. Careful about yourself, the car, and people around. All of them are upas. When that is done for sufficient period of time, confidence is gained to drive on the roads. Drive. Reach to destination. So every day, take car, sit in the car, drive, reach to the office, work at office, come back. You are established in that upasana, and that is benefiting you. What benefit? What which you have imagined or you wanted in the beginning. Smoothly, safely, easily in less time, going to office, coming back home. पहुंच गए. So to all the Shanno Mitra वही है, then Siksha Adhyaya वही है, Samhita Upanishad. Means all our abilities to put effort are put in a proper direction with proof of proper understanding and maturity, so that we get benefit out of it to make our life easier, smoother, successful and joyful. That's called upasana. मेहनत करना उपासना है. मेहनत नहीं करना is apasana. Clear? Now we came to the fourth Anuvaka, where the Upasana is done addressing to the Om, that you are the essence of Vedas. Vedas have come from you. Vedam is knowledge. Knowledge is power. So all knowledge and all power, all knowledge and all power is in you, Om, Omkara. Now I am doing this knowledge Upasana. And through that Upasana, I am asking you. See, the knowledge is strengthened in the first three lines. Yaha chandasam rushabha vishwarupaha chandobhyo adi amrutat sambhabhuva. This is the knowledge about the greatness of Omkara, with which the respect of the Omkara is created in the heart. Then we ask him. Here, asking him is called Upasana. Before that, knowing the glory of that Omkara is Upasana. Chandasamrushabha Vishwarupaha Chandobhyaha Adi Amrutat Sambhavova. Then the Upasana may asking him. Samendro Medaya Sprunotu. Let that Omkara endow me with the Medha Shakti. Medha is Prajna. Prajna is Brahmajnana. Theoretical. Medha is what? Prajna. Every Prajna, is it the Medha? Is it going to be the useful Medha? No. Only the Brahmajnana Prajna alone is the Medha. Brahmajnana Prajna alone is Medha. That only we are seeking. Anything else is binding. We don't want that. Please don't expose us to that. Even if we are forced to get exposed because of some compulsion, may that not enter us to trouble. The main Medha, the main Prajna, the main Brahmajnana Prajna. Samendro Medhaya Smranatu. Then Amrutasya He Deva Dharana Bhuyasam. With these continuous blessings of you, may I become the holder of the Amrita. Here again, Amrita is Vedas, Amrita is Vedokta Brahmajnana, Amrita is Vedokta Brahmajnana's practice. First through Vicharana to get convinced, second through meditation to get experienced. When the experience comes of what is taught in the Vedanta Grantha, the experience is about the eternal, immortal self. Therefore, it is called as Amrita. Therefore, let me finally have become the Dharaka of the Amrutanubhava, not the Mrita. See the great prayer there. Amrutasya he deva dharana voyas. Then to achieve all that, all our personality, faculties, neither should be lazy, nor should be diseased, nor should be weak, nor should be distracted. Is it not? They should be strong, they should be active and dynamic, then they should not be distracted, but they should be positive, they should have all the energy. Faculties, because with that only this goal is achieved. Therefore, the intactness of faculties also is asked for from the Omkara Rupa Paramatma. Shariram me vicharshanam is Upasana. In that, requesting the Lord is an Upasana. Doing our best also to keep the body always healthy is an Upasana. Whenever the body is good, intact and healthy, using that healthy of body for the Medha, for the Brahmajnana Anveshana also is Upasana. We have to become matured in the deep understanding of all these things and start to practice them till we master it. Jihva me madhumattama karnabhyam bhuri vishruvam. So, shariram vicheshnam jihva madhumattama karnabhyam bhuri vishruvam. So, sharira is the body in general. Jihva is the tongue. That is karmendriya. Karanabhyam bhuri vishruvam, ears represent the jnanendriyas. So, sharira, karmendriya, jnanendriya are intact. What about the antakarana? Already told. ऊपर मांग लिया ना उनसे. Medhaya sprunotu. Medhaya sprunotu is the buddhi and aham is asked for. Using for the Brahmajnana. Amritasta devadharana bhuyasam is chitta is being prayed. Let the chitta hold on to the amrutatva jnana only. Mana is anyway focused with devotion. Antakarana is already involved in that. Included in that. Karnabhyam Bhurishvam. Then, very conscious, careful thing taught to us was Brahmana Koshosi Medhaya Pehitaha. Hey Omkara Paramatma, You are sheathing the Brahma Tattva in you, and other side, you are not revealing to me because you are covered by another cover. That cover I have to discover, remove it, and I must approach to you with all Shraddha. And you being the cover of the Brahma, when my Upasana too is fulfilled, you the cover go away and you reveal the goal, Brahma Tattva, to me. And what is that cover which is covering you, Omkara, which is not allowing me to know your greatness, which is not allowing me to do your Upasana, is Medha. Which Meda? Not the Vedanta Brahma Jnana Medha, but the Laukika Prajna Rupi Medha. That we'll discuss. When the Pranava Upasana comes, again I'll touch that. We are going to see the essence of the eighth also. That time we will connect both of them and the subject becomes very clear. But as regards this point here is concerned, this Laukika Prajna is overpoweringly influential on me that I am not able to ponder deeply to understand, accept the glory of you, O Omkar. What is the glory of you? If I attend to you, you dissolve everything in you and you only remain in me. And if I attend to you, you yourself are a cover of Brahma Tattva. You will go away from that and you give me the darshana of the Brahma of whom you are the sheath. Like yesterday you saw, or day before yesterday, both days. Day before yesterday, or a day yesterday or in the morning, the president, when she was there to offer her respects prayers to that the war memorial, Bharatavarsha war memorial. You can see the guards, two of them, front. They are in the front of the president. What they are doing? Not guiding the presidents to go. More than that, they are avoiding all other disturbances, distractions. They two only are there in front of her, the president, the great. Once they reached, the girls were there yesterday. Wonderful it was to see. Those two girls took that big bouquet or the flower wala, jo bhi hota hai, they took with all respect, they kept there. In that meantime, what they did, no other obstruction is there for the president. They alone are there. When they reached and put it there, they also removed themselves. Then president could go and she readjusted that one. Then he stood for 3 or 4 minutes. Silence me, that was the prayer. Then all the three dalas, the army, air force, navy, then they blew their own respective musics. They're all together, in which the prayers are extended to the Veera Javana who left their lives for our Bharata Mata. So here the president is the sadhaka or the jiva. The salutations to the Veera Javan is becoming one with Brahma. Those two girls guiding are the Om. So the Om avoided everything else, but Om itself is an obstruction for the main goal. That also goes away. Then this Jiva merges in him, the Paramatma. This power of yours, O Om, I am not able to understand, digest because medhaya pihitaha. I am too busy in every useless prajna of the loka. Why every prajna of the loka is useless? Because it's all delusory. It's all mithya. It's all maya made. It's all mind made. All that is just like the snake on the rope. The amount of discussion on the snake, as much you do, so much we never think about the rope, which is the reality there. So the discussion on the rope is on the snake is not allowing us to contemplate on the rope. In the same way, every prajna of the loka, how much ever noble it appears to be, is the covering only to understand the glory of Omkara, later on to make use of the Om as Alamana to reach to Parabrahma. That this disciple guru understood. Therefore, in this fourth Anuvaka, that was a very sublime prayer extended. Now, studying this way, understanding it this way, all the time reveling in that this way is called as this Pranava Upasana for Medha Prapti. Very clear. Where is ambiguity? Only thing is we have to listen 3 4 times with attentive mind. Then do mananam 3 4 times with attentive mind. When conviction comes, start doing it till it becomes habit. Then last one was Shrutam me Gopaya. Whatever other knowledge I gain, that be protected. That be understood, kept intact. May that protect me from the samsara. May it guide me for the realization. This is how, in the fourth Anuvaka, the Pranava is invoked through the japa of this mantra, in which from the Pranava, the Prajna is asked for, Veda is asked for, Brahmajnana Shakti is asked for. Shastrokta Brahmajnana Medha is required. That is how it is. Medha Prajna. Laukika Prajna nahi, Brahmajnana Prajna. So, when we listen it 3 4 times, study it, then thoda wo mind mein divide jata hai. But most important caution you have to take is this Medaya Pitaha. The more we give importance to Laukika Prajna, then in the dabav of that Laukika Prajna, all this again goes away. Eternally, for all the jivas in general, the Laukika Prajna is covering the spiritual Prajna. All those so called sadhakas like you and me who are coming to the class and gaining some medha or the Shastra Vedantokta Tattva but why it is not staying in our heart? Why we are not always remembering it? Why we are not practicing it exclusively? For us also the same problem. The problem which is there for others, called Laukika Prajna. The difference between them and us is, in us, the Laukika Prajna is not functional for some time, in which time we are coming to class and listening. When the class is over, for some people, even during the class, when the class is over, again the Laukika Prajna is overpowering us so much that this Shastriya Prajna, the Brahmajnana Prajna, is becoming secondary, is becoming forgotten. So, in this, that sublime prayer is asked, O Omkara Bhagavan, may that Medha of the Laukika Prajna is not given value by me, not given importance by me. For that, whatever the Viveka Vairagya is required, may it come to me. Otherwise, क्या है? क्लास में बैठने के टाइम ओंकारा पर ब्रह्म is important. When you go out of the world class, world is important. Whichever you feel like important, that only you will pursue. Till the importance is there, like till I have importance to satsanga, I do satsanga, not Brahmajnana. I must pray to the God. The importance undue given to Pravachana, O Lord, O Omkara, remove. So that I practice the knowledge of Brahmajnana and experience it, which is the main goal. Everybody has got importance to so many things as duties and obligations. All that is called prajna. That is called laukika prajna. That is called medha. With that, this paramarthika prajna is pihitaha covered. That in common language called as we are deluded by the worldliness. That's it. मोहित हो गए दुनियादारी से, इसलिए परमात्मा का जो मार्ग है उसके प्रति हमको संकल्प इच्छा प्रयत्न इत्यादि नहीं है. That's why we are all deluded. Like the children are deluded with the games and sports that they are not doing their study. Is it not? So to we are all deluded with this Laukika Prajna that we are not pursuing the ultimate moksha giving spiritual sadhana. Please protect me from that. Lord will protect. He will keep you away from people. He will keep people away from you. He will reduce all your invitations, interactions. Because you asked for it. Because through all of them, again your Laukika Prajna will increase. You will forget your main goal. तूने मांगा तो भगवान ने सब खत्म करेंगे. रेडी रहना फिर उसके लिए. द मोर यू चैंट दिस मंत्र, द मोर यू आर मेड आइसोलेटेड. Because the purpose of that mantra is remove the Laukika Prajna. Because it is Pihita, it is covering. And unless that distraction goes away, we can't understand the main purpose of life deeply and involve in that. Then only the experience of the moksha comes through experience of Aham Brahmas. फिर रोना मत. इस प्रेयर के बाद जब भगवान आपको अकेला कर देंगे, मैं अकेला हो गया हूँ, फिर रोना मत. चल अकेला, चल अकेला, अकेला चलो रे, अकेला खाते हुए चलो रे. We should take it as blessings. Like every one of you, almost many of you, not everyone, luckily isolated. Isolated in the sense left alone. Even the spouse or spouse, whatever, she is happy when you come to class. Or the husband is happy when you go to class. He is not bothered. At that time, he is going for his goal for his own entertainment. So to the wife is watching TV or busy with her own bahu or abahu, jo bhi hai. That is called blessings. The prayer is answered. I have done the chanting of it. Bhagavan is answering prayer in the way nobody around. Therefore, I am able to do 5, 5, 6 study classes. अच्छा है कि नहीं? Because the लौकिक प्रज्ञा is going away. और भी बड़ा है बहुत सारा, वो भी निकल जाना चाहिए. Therefore, our antahkarana manofalaka should have no writings of anything of the worldliness. It will have the writings only on the Upanishad, Vedya, Brahma Tattva. And our pursuit is only that. So all this is the essence of, in short, essence of this particular half portion of the fourth Anuvaka, where Om is being praised, Om is being prayed for the prajna of the Vedanta Brahmajnana and also for the removal of the Laukika prajna and also for this prajna of Vedanta to remain always to protect us from the worldliness till we reach the goal. The last line was important. Shrutam me gopaya. Okay, now very important. While trying to do all this, with whatever the honesty we do, still we may utterly fail. It can become flop. Like with thousands and hundreds of crores of movies brought out. Yet it can be utter flop. With so much of expectation, anticipation, फिर भी वो flop हो सकता है. देखते हैं. So much investment you have done, efforts you have done, homework you have done in making a business successful. Yet it can be a flop. Because along with all your efforts, there is another thing called as your prarabdha. Is it not? That can see to it that the thing is flopped. And the other fellow, मिनिमम बजट से उसने मूवी निकाला, सोचा कि थोड़ा भी चले तो अब रोटी कपड़ा मिलेगा. Suddenly the people like that movie so much, it becomes so much rating and all. 100 दिन 200 दिन चलता है. That movie became the source of so much income and he became famous. That's how you see in TV interviews. हमने सोचा है मूवी इतना सक्सेस होगा, but all our budget is lost in that. But the other movie which we thought people may not like it, they have endorsed so much that it became the source of our stepping stone for success. In the same way, even though when we are trying to do what is Medha Ityadi, still there will be failure and flop. Then we have to understand that there is something else to be done for removing the obstructions. That is called as Upatta Durita. So much of the Durita we have collected of the past, Upatta Durita collected past, Kshaya, all that negativity which is collected in the past, uska hame Kshaya karna hai. For that we have to do the Upasanas, the Pujas, the Yajna ityadi. Like I am studying Upanishad. I know the meaning. Sit and meditate, no? No, meditate करने देंगे भगवान. Because I have a lot of the upata, durita that has to be cleared. For that, he wants me to do the yajna. Like for me, it is the jnana yajnas. Through all the jnana yajna, Bhagavan is clearing my upata durita. He is seeing that the upata durita kshay is happening. For others, it is the laukika dravya yajnas. क्योंकि मेरे को तो द्रव्य नहीं है, सन्यासी है, आई एम नॉट सपोज टू डू दैट, बट कुछ तो यज्ञ करना है. विद दैट ओनली उपात दुर्तक्षय हैपेंस. ही इज पुशिंग मी टू डू दैट. नहीं चाहता हूं तो भी कर रहा हूं मैं. आपके जैसा मैं भी डेली दुखी हूं, छह क्लास क्यों करना है करके. बट भगवान होते ना पूरा सर झुका के हमारा करवा रहे. इट इज इज ग्रेस. Okay, for others, it should be the dravya yajnas, with which upata durutakshaya happens. Dravya yajna done with the dravyas. If it is done but for the karma phala, then the karma phala comes, you get more and more bound to be samsari. Then the main purpose of Upanishad, Brahma Vidya Moksha, that is defeated. Then all the yajnas with dravya have to be done for only one purpose of upata durita kshaya. What is upata durita? The collected vasanas, samskaras, prarabdhas from many lives. That is called a durita. That is obstruction. Upata is collected. Kshaya means it is to be removed. Therefore, kevala upata durita kshayartham, we have to do the dravya yajnam and the jnana yajnam also. But for doing those yajnas, you need the wealth. You need the resources. Therefore, to the same Omkara Bhagavan, through the Havana Ahutesa, we are asking him to give us the wealth, give us the wisdom, that the wealth should be used only for doing the yajna, so that the upata durtaksha happens. And also we must know which yajna, with what details, with what process we have to do, so that the upata durtaksha happens. That is what is asked for in the second portion of the fourth Anuvaka. So here also the Upasana as a Havana, in which the Swahakaras are offered to the same God as Om, and asking from him is what? Give us the wealth which we use for the Jnana Dravya Yajnas, so that the Upata Durtakshaya happens. And for people who have already got the riches, they have anyway money. With the money, whatever they have, they have to do the Dravya Yajna, with which Upata Durutakshaya happens. And now see the matching of this topic with what we concluded yesterday in Bhagavata also, the 11th Skanda, 27th chapter, where the Kriya Yoga, in which both Vaidika, Tantrika, Upasana Paddhatis were taught. Do you have a lot of money? Yeah. Any other profession? No. Then use that money to do the Dravya Yajna for Upata Durtakshayartha. This understanding is called Upasana. Actually doing it called as Upasana. Feeling the heart that there is no regrets felt left more, there are no ambitions left anything other than Paramatma, there are no restlessnesses, there are no guilts. If this will be a result when with the wealth given by God, when we do the Dravya Yajna for the Upata Durtakshaya, when really the Upata Durtakshaya happens, the lightness in the heart is felt, wherein you are not bound by anyone. Like when I close my eyes and look into me, from last couple of decades, I am praying to the God Guru, whoever in my all lives have helped in my evolution, whatever the runa I have for them, oh Lord, through my prayers I am trying to clear, because now I am a sannyasi, I can't work and give them. But some I can do. The Rishi runa I can clear by the Shastra Pravachanam I am doing. The Devata runa I can clear by doing Upasana I am doing. The Manushya Runa I can clear by giving them the Shastra Jnana. Then the Bhuta Runa I can little clear by just praying for their well-being. Mata Runa, that done through all the karma that has to be done. So consciously when I do it for some more time, I can feel that I don't have any inner or outer pressures to distract from my ultimate goal of Parabrahma Tattva. With that, what happened? Upata Durta Kshaya happened. Then that Medaya Pitaha, that also gone away. Then there are no outer or inner, grosser or subtler, object oriented or activity oriented obstructions in the path of trying to understand Brahma Tattva through the Mahavakya Shodhanam and meditating after understanding to experience that Brahma Tattva as myself. There will be no problems. That is why the upasana of Omkara through the yajna, where you do the Swahakara, asking him to give the wealth, asking him to give the ideas to use the wealth for doing the Dravya Yajnas, and asking him to bless through those Dravya Yajna, the Upata Durtakshaya should go away. Because with the earlier Medha Yajna, we try to do meditate, but nahi hua. Then we understood there is Upata Durta, that uska kshaya mein karana hai. We have done this. After doing this, then go back to Medha Devi or this Yashanza Amrishabha, then Medayas Prunoto, then you will know there is no doubt at all in your pursuit, in your understanding, in your meditation about the truth. Unambiguous, crystal clear. One way of road is absolutely misty because of the early mornings of the cold winter. December last week, January. And then road also गड्ढे खोदे गए हैं, स्पीड ब्रेकर्स है, टेरिबल रॉन्ग टर्निंग्स है. Every moment there is a chance of accident. The misty road, the curvy road, the bumpy road, the jumpy road. How dangerous is the journey? Now imagine the mist has gone away. The road is smooth. There are no turnings on that. No speed breakers. No gadda. Suhana, safar aur mausam hasi. Same way, through these two prarthanas, our pursuit of Aham Brahmasmi will be the road is clear, no gadda, no obstruction, no mist of confusion in the mind, non understanding in the mind. No, they are not there. Clearly it is. Now we have a lot of mist. जिसका मिस्ट के कारण जो चीज जैसे नहीं दिखता, मनोबुद्धि में तमोगुण का मिस्ट, रजोगुण का डिस्टर्बेंस के कारण क्लियरली हमको पकड़ में नहीं आ रहा कि ओनली व्हेन वी रिकॉग्नाइज हम ब्रह्मास्मि दैट आई बिकम मुक्त. वो चीज हमको में पकड़ में नहीं आया बिकॉज ऑफ द मिस्ट. But through the prayers, with the blessing, the mist goes away. Conviction comes that that alone is my goal. This alone is my path. Then walk in that path, reach there. But right now, so much of duritas are there, upatta, so much of laukika prajna is doing the pihitattva. Is it not? Then the shastriya jnana is not stably staying in our antakarana. Yes, still we are coming to our classes regularly. This coming to classes regularly is revealing to us what is to know and do and what are the obstacles for that, and then how to remove them through upasana. ये क्लास में भी नहीं आए तो ये सब भी नहीं पता चलता. Now you are understanding slowly, oh, that is the goal. Even to understand that as the goal, these are the obstructions. Remove them. Then this is to be done. Do this, then the goal becomes clear. When the goal is clear, I have to walk the path. I must know what is the path. For that also, these are the things to be done. ये सारा स्पष्टता जब आएगा ना अंदर, उसका आनंद ही अलग है. देन अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट स्पष्टता, कॉन्शियसली व्हेन यू आर पुटिंग एवरी स्टेप, उसका आनंद और बढ़िया होता है. देन एज यू वॉकिंग स्टेप बाय स्टेप, व्हेन यू आर विजुअलाइजिंग द गोल, उसका आनंद और भी बढ़िया. लाइक व्हेन यू गो टू द तिरुपति बालाजी टेम्पल. आजकल तो पैसे इतने ज़्यादा हो गए, फ्लाइट ले लिया 2 घंटे में पहुंच गए. ऐसे दूर, in those days, it is once or twice only in a lifetime. It is a 3 or 4 years of planning कि तिरुपति बालाजी या बद्रीनाथ या वैष्णो देवी का दर्शन, अमरनाथ जी का. Not like today. Then a month before the excitements, a week before wala preparations, and the tension on the day of travel, and tension, excitement, joy while travel. And when you go to that base point of the Vaishnavi Devi, And like you, so many people are there, and you are so much inside the thing. मतलब घर से निकल कर जो यहाँ तक आना भी एक बड़ा सा अचीवमेंट है. Now the mother is there and 14 kilometers away. You have to trek that. See that joy as well as anxiety and tension. And एक एक किलोमीटर आप चलते गए हो, आगे गए, वॉकिंग और घोड़ा और पालकी जो भी है. देन आपने जो भवन को देखा वहां से, भवन ही कहते हैं वहां, फ्रॉम द डिस्टेंस माता रानी का, द होल बॉडी स्टार्ट्स हार्बुलेटिंग. देन द एक्साइटमेंट इन दैट, इस लाइन में खड़े होकर जब मेरा बारी आएगा मैं माता रानी को दर्शन करूंगा. क्या बड़, बिकॉज यू आर ऑल क्लियर अबाउट योर गोल, योर पाथ एंड यू आर वॉकिंग ऑन दैट. देन यू आर इन द किलोमीटर लाइन. फिर आधा हो गया, पौना किलोमीटर बचा है. ओनली यू हैव कम अप टू दैट चेम्बर लेवल, ऊपर. बस अंदर जाके दर्शन करके घूम के आना. That you don't know, but those who have gone and then you have entered into that. Then only 20 people in front of you, 10 people, only 4-5 लोग हैं. ऐसा रेस्टलेस होता है because पंडित जी कह रहे भाग भाग यहाँ से. Then your turn comes, and if you are really mentally prepared with all devotion, that darshan of the mother in those 3 forms, janma dhanyam, हो गया बस. And the joy when you come out after seeing the mother, सब कुछ मिल गया, अभी कुछ नहीं चाहिए. Don't you feel that? Any of those great temples with great devotion and difficulty, when you go and have darshan and come back, that throughout life they remember कि we went to Vaishno Devi Mata and wonderful darshan we had. More a devotee at home only every day visits mentally and has the darshan of Mother. And to him, in the heart only, all travel. The heart only, the climbing of 14 kilometer. In the heart only, the gufa. Heart only, the Mata Rani ka darshan. धन्य है उसका जीवन. Then once the mother is established in the heart, will she not take care of that jiva's spiritual journey? हो जाएगा ना. In the same way, when these upasanas are done, our spiritual sadhana becomes pakka, unambiguous, step by step. That is why the insistence of this Upanishad to do the Upasana. Insistence we have to take. Gurus and Shastras, they don't insist. They only advise, they are suggesting, they are guiding, they are explaining, they are inspiring us. That's it. We have to take it as their Anushasana or the Shasana. Take it as Shasanam, then do the practice of it called as Anushasanam. शास्त्र के उपदेश को शासन के रूप में लेकर उसको अनुशासन के रूप में प्रैक्टिस करने वाले को ही साधक या शिष्य कहते हैं. शास्त्र एंड गुरु's words taken as orders, obeying the orders without any compromise for any reason is called as the disciple who submitted to the discipline. He will have the vision, no doubt at all. So in this way, in the 4th Anuvaka, these two. We asked for the wealth. With the wealth, we did all the yajnas, all the required spiritual practices, so that the upata durtakshaya happened. आवहन्ति विदन्वाना कुर्वाणा क्षीरमात्मनः वासागं सिममगावश्च अन्नपाने च सर्वदा ततो मे श्रियमावह लोमसां पशुभिः सह स्वाहा. आमायन्तु ब्रह्मचारिणः स्वाहा, विमायन्तु ब्रह्मचारिणः स्वाहा, प्रमायन्तु ब्रह्मचारिणः स्वाहा, दमायन्तु ब्रह्मचारिणः स्वाहा, शमायन्तु ब्रह्मचारिणः स्वाहा, यशोचनेशानि स्वाहा, श्रेयान्वस्य शोषानि स्वाहा, तन्त्वापगप्रविशानि स्वाहा, समा भग प्रविश स्वाहा. तस्मिन् सहस्रशाके निभगाहमस्तु त्वयि मुझे स्वाहा. यदा पप्रथायन्ति यथा मासाहर्जरम् एवं मां ब्रह्मचारिणः धातरायन्तु सर्वतः स्वाहा. प्रतिवेशोऽसि प्रमावाहि प्रमावद्यस्व. How beautiful it was. Excellent. We studied it thoroughly. I'm just, before going to 9th Anuvaka, I am just remembering for myself whether I remember or forgotten. थैंक गॉड याद है. अभी तक हमने किताब नहीं देखा, वो जो भी पढ़ाया थे उसी का याद से हम कर रहे हैं. मंत्र भी आर से anyway. Then came to us the Panchama Upasana of the Vyahruti Upasanas were given to us after this. Is it not? What was given? Bhurva Swaritiva Etas Tisro Vyarhutaya Tasamosmaitam Chaturtim Mahachamasya Pravedayate Mahaiti Tad Brahma Sa Atma Anganyanya Devataha Bhuritiva Ayan Lokaha Bhuvarityantarikshyam Suvarityasav Lokaha Mahityaditya Aditye Navama Sarve Loka Mahiyante Bhuritiva Agni Bhuvitiva Vayu Suvaritya Mahiti Chandranama Aha Chandranama Sava Sarvani Jyoti Gumshi Mahiyante Bhuritiva Ruchaha Bhuvariti Zamani Suvariti Yajogumshi Mahiti Brahma Brahmana Vava Sarve Veda Mahiyante Bhuridivai Prana Bhurityapana Suvariti Vyana वाहित्यन्नम अन्येन वाव सर्वे प्राणा महीयन्ते तावा एताश्चतस्रश्चतुर्धाः चतस्रश्चतस्रो व्याहृतयः तायो वेद स वेद ब्रह्म सर्वे अस्मै देवा बलिमावहन्ति. The Falashruti I am not telling, it all discussed. Siksha Adhyaya ka Falashruti is smooth communication. Then Sandhya Anusandhan ka Falashruti is little Antakarna Shuddhi. Then the duty orientation, the devotion to the Mahad Brahma. Then the Falashruti of the Omkara for Medha is Medha Prapti. Falashruti of the Omkara Upasana for Dhana is Dhana Prapti, Yajna Agadi. Then also the Upata Dudakshaya. Clear? One by one. Then this the Vyahruti Upasanas. What is the major point in the Vyahruti Upasana? Three are involved in happening of the things. There is a fourth one which is a substratum of the three. Focus on fourth more. Now we are caught up in three and in one of the three. Like the experiencer, experienced and experiencing. So we are focusing on the experiencer for the sake of experience. We are becoming careless about the experiencer and experienced also sometimes. Sometimes on the three we are caught up. But the three experiencer, experienced and experiencing trio is happening because of the fourth. That's called Maha, that's called Brahma, that's called as Atma, that is a God. For every of the three, there is one fourth. And for all these fourth things, there is another fourth, which is the real substrate. This is called as the Vyahruti Upasana. This is Antara Upasana. Earlier ones were the Bahya Upasanas. In the Vyahruti Antara Upasana, this fifth Anuvaka and sixth Anuvaka, they go together. Fifth leads to the sixth, sixth complements the fifth. That is why दोनों मिलाकर उन्होंने फलश्रुति को भी बताए. What is it as an essence for 5 to 6 minutes? Then just 2 minutes of Pankta Upasana. Then the Omkara essence for 5 to 10, 15 minutes or 10 minutes. When we do, then we can feel कि एक क्लास में फिर से सारा summarize हो गया, so that we are not lost totally by forgetting what we studied. Tomorrow when I touch that, it will be a good feeling. I got a good feeling today, then we just remembered. Otherwise the regret or guilt will be there. इसका पढ़ा तो था कि उनको याद ही नहीं है, भाई याद तो है. Then, oh Lord, bless us to do even the sadhana also. Time उतना ही होता है. दुनिया हमेशा ऐसा ही रहता है. इसी में से टाइम को निकालना है. इसी से दुनियादारी से बचना है. फिर साधना में लगा. Don't think that the world will change. Don't think that conveniences will happen. No, whatever we have, that itself is a powerful golden opportunity. Even that also is being taken away by the time. Is it not? Before the time takes away the opportunity, we have to seize those opportunities and make best use. For that, today is the best day. Now is the best moment. जिस दिन एक क्लिक होता है, आज और अभी मुझे साधना करना है, और करना शुरू किया अभी ही, और आज दिन भर साधना में थे, कल भी ऐसा ही किया, He is the only one who is doing sadhana, and he'll see the result. बाकी you and I only get distracted in so many things, except sadhana हर चीज हम करते. There are some people, whatever nice sweets, etc. are there, वो कल परसों के लिए बचाते. कल खाएंगे, परसों खाएंगे, क्या जल्दी है. देर आर सम फेलो स्टूपिड्स, कुछ भी दिया जाए तुरंत तो खा लेते. बट आई टेल यू माय डियर फ्रेंड, द फर्स्ट फेलो इज स्टूपिड, द सेकंड फेलो इज इंटेलिजेंट. कि जब मिला खा लिया फ्रेश, ही हैज एंजॉयड इट. ही इज इंटेलिजेंट फेलो, नॉट द स्टूपिड. वो कल परसों के लिए जो छुपा रहा है, कल कौन जिंदा रहेगा, इसको क्या पता. इन द सेम वे इन स्पिरिचुअलिटी आल्सो, जब का तब जो करके एंजॉय करेगा वो इंटेलिजेंट है, और कल परसों के लिए पोस्ट करेगा इज मूर्ख. लाइक इन आवर रूम हाउस सो मेनी गुड ड्रेसेस आर देयर इन अलमीरा. सब हम कोई स्पेशल ओकेशन के लिए, फ्यूचर के लिए रखते हैं, और फटे पुराने यूज करते हैं. जैसे मूर्खता है. वन आर टू फॉर स्पेशल ओकेशन यू कीप, बट ऑल न्यू ड्रेसेस यू वेयर, नो, एंजॉय इट. You, but it doesn't click to us. In the same way, in spirituality also, the best thing instead of doing that, all nonsense we do it. इसको बाद के लिए postpone करते. Even now, while I am talking to you, I am in the mood of postponing what is urgent and doing the trivial. That's called as moha. That will go away when you pray to Guru and God, asking Him to remove this. Otherwise, it will not go. पूछना पड़ता है कि मैं मोह माया में हूं, उससे मुझे बाहर खींचो हे भगवान. पूछना पड़ता है कि भगवान, मैं पूरा विषय को समझ नहीं पा रहा हूं, मैं समझ जाऊं. पूछना पड़ता है कि मुझे साधना मार्ग में रखो. पूछना पड़ता है कि साथ में रहकर परमात्मा अनुभूति मिलने तक मदद करो. Consciously, ardently, sincerely to the Guru, Guru Tattva, Guru Parampara, Ishtadevata, Ishvara, and that Narayana, we have to ask. By asking the God, we are reminding ourselves what we are wanting. We are reminding Him also what we are wanting. And that only gives. भगवान जो मांगते हैं वो देते हैं, लेकिन वो चीज़ फंसाने वाली है कि नहीं फंसाने वाली है, हमको बताना चाहिए. तराने वाली है. इट्स गोइंग टू फंसाने की, छुड़ाने की है. वी हैव टू नो बाइंडिंग वन और रेवलेटिंग वन. ओके, so these topics we'll discuss tomorrow. Then tomorrow only, if time permits, toward the end, the Sambandha Bhasha of the Navamonuvaka we will see. Then we enter into that study of it, and that Navamonuvaka also will take 2 or 3 days, but very, very important thoughts in that, practices in that. How the balance between our necessary, inevitable spiritual sadhana and necessary, inevitable shastrokta, what do you say, the dharma anushtana according to our varnashrama, they have to be put together is spiritual unfoldment. दोनों मिलकर करने की आवश्यकता को कल बताते, स्पेशली फॉर द गृहस्थास हु आर स्टिल इन लॉट ऑफ रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज. फॉर ए ग्रोन अप सन्यासी मेनी थिंग्स छूट जाते हैं, वो ओनली थोड़े चीजें रह जाती. बट फॉर गृहस्था एवरीथिंग विल हैव टू डू एज ए गृहस्थी अकॉर्डिंग टू शास्त्र. दैट इज व्हाट हम लोग कर रहे हैं ना. उसका साधना मत छोड़ो. अदर्स डूइंग साधना बट ये छूट गया, अरे हाउ कैन यू लीव दैट. दोनों मिलकर. बट मैं थक जाता हूँ. यू इफ यू लव द वर्क यू विल नॉट बी टायर्ड. If you are really dedicated, you will not be tired. You are really inspired. If you are not, you are not tired. So be inspired, be dedicated, and love the work. Then where is the tiredness? No. करते 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 मरना. अब मरना नहीं होता. You reach truth only, the immortality. Anyway, beautiful are those things. We will see them also in the Navama Anuvaka. 9, 10, 11 Anuvakas are beautiful ones. We also, as we did the earlier portion in detail, enjoy karenge. Every Shastra in our all 6 classes now, I have decided to thoroughly enjoy it. Enjoy means do justice in our explanation and our understanding. No vagueness or no hastiness, no what do you call agitation etc. लिए बिट्टू भगवान कब खत्म होगा क्या उनकी मर्जी है. हम जो पढ़ रहे हैं हमारे औकात के अनुसार समझ रहे कि नहीं, दैट इज इम्पॉर्टेंट. विदाउट एनी स्टडी समझदारी का पढ़ते गए तो क्या फायदा. लाइक 5-6 भजन यू हर्ड फ्रॉम द सिंगर, बट एक भजन का भी अर्थ नहीं महसूस हुआ और भाव में नहीं प्रवेश किए, उस भजन संध्या का क्या फायदा है बताओ. When those 6-7 Gana he has sung, to reach a song you have to reach to God, no? In the same way here also. Okay, now chant Pranava for 18 times. Om, 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 Om. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavajishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Paramarshibhyo Namaha Parabrahmane Namaha Shrutimatre Namaha Vedavyasa Vaishampayane Agnivalkya Adya Shankaracharya Varyadi Gurubhyo Namaha Asmad Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Tat Sat Brahmarpanamastu. Thank you. Now stay back for 10-15 minutes of study of Viduraniti. Also another glorious text.